English Learning Podcast.
From Easy English with Class.
Have you ever been in that situation where you want to say something, maybe in a big meeting or just, grabbing coffee with a friend, and you have a thought, a really good one, and you go to say it, but then just nothing. Silence.
The dreaded freeze. Oh, it's a universal feeling.
It is. It's like your brain just grinds to a halt. You're trying to build this perfect sentence.
Right.
You're checking the verbs, worrying about the grammar, your accent. And by the time you finally built this masterpiece in your head,
The conversation has already moved on.
it's gone. The moment is dead.
Yeah.
And you're just sort of left there nodding, trying to look agreeable.
While inside you're thinking, I knew what to say, I just couldn't get it out.
Exactly.
That exact frustration is pretty much the centerpiece of the material we're looking at today.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive into this really great guide called Stop Overthinking, Start Speaking. And honestly, reading it, it felt less like a language lesson and more like, therapy for anyone who's felt that pressure.
It really does. Because the source argues the problem isn't usually about vocabulary
No.
or grammar. The problem is psychological.
Exactly. The guide identifies this thing called the perfect sentence trap.
The perfect sentence trap.
Yeah. And it creates two types of speakers. First, you've got the perfect sentence speaker.
Which is what you just described.
Exactly. The person who stays silent, waiting for that sentence to be absolutely flawless before they say anything.
And then the goal is to become,
What?
what is it, the progress speaker.
Right, the progress speaker. And this distinction, I think, is just crucial.
It seems like it.
A progress speaker isn't someone who speaks perfectly. That's not the goal. It's someone who speaks to build their confidence.
Instead of waiting for it to arrive before they speak.
Yes, that's the trap right there. The core idea here is that confidence is not a prerequisite.
You don't need it to start.
You don't. It's a result. It's something you build by speaking imperfectly and then realizing, the world didn't end.
Okay, so if we want to make that shift, to stop that freezing, we have to understand what's happening in our brains.
Yeah.
Why does it short circuit like that?
Well, the source calls it a cognitive traffic jam, which I think is a perfect description.
A cognitive traffic jam.
It's total overload. I mean, think about what your brain is doing in that split second.
Okay.
1, you're translating from your native language. 2, you're double-checking grammar rules. Is it in or on?
Make your due. Always.
Always. And 3rd, you're scanning for any possible mistake to avoid looking stupid all at once.
While also trying to maintain eye contact and look like a normal human being.
It's just too much processing power. The source actually identifies 4 specific barriers that cause this. The first one is called live translation.
I think pretty much everyone is guilty of this. You're just translating word for word in your head.
And the issue isn't just that it's difficult, it's that it is mathematically too slow.
Right.
A real conversation moves fast. If you're busy translating, you're always going to be a few seconds behind.
It's like trying to run a sprint while carrying a dictionary. You can't keep up.
Precisely. Which leads to the second barrier, the fear of judgment.
That little voice in your head.
Yeah, the one saying, if I mess this up, they're going to think I'm not smart.
Or they'll laugh. That's a big one.
And that leads right into number 3, which is comparison.
So looking at fluent speakers and thinking, why don't I sound like that?
Exactly. We compare our own messy internal first draft to their polished final product.
Which is such an unfair comparison. We don't see the thousands of mistakes they made to get there.
No, we just see the result. And the last one, number 4, is the danger of mistakes.
This feels like it's for the perfectionists.
Totally. It's this belief that language is pass-fail.
Right.
One mistake means my English is just bad.
But the source has this great reality check on that, and I think it's so important. The question is, does the other person actually care about your mistakes?
And the answer from all the data and just common sense is?
No.
Not really. Think about it. When you hear someone speak your native language imperfectly, are you sitting there judging their grammar?
No, I'm just trying to understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
What they need.
Exactly. You're listening for meaning. The goal of communication is connection, not perfection.
I love that. The grammar is just the vehicle.
Right. If the car has a scratch on it, but it gets you where you're going, it's still a successful trip.
That puts so much less pressure on it. So, okay, we know why we freeze. We know the barriers. How do we break the cycle?
The source gives us a very specific tool. It's called the two-step speaking shortcut.
A cheat code. I like it.
It's designed to just bypass that whole mental construction site we talked about.
Okay, walk me through it. What are the 2 steps?
Step 1, say the simple version first.
Okay.
Step 2, improve or upgrade it after you've already spoken.
Say the simple version first. That almost sounds too easy.
It sounds easy, but it forces you to swallow your pride a bit.
Huh?
We all want to sound intelligent and nuanced. And this shortcut asks you to just drop the nuance, at least at first.
And there's a formula for this, right? To help structure it.
Yes. The formula is simple statement, then add one detail, and then add a feeling or opinion.
Okay, let's make that concrete. Say I'm in a meeting, someone asks, how's the project going? My perfect sentence instinct is to say something like, well, despite some unforeseen logistical delays concerning the supplier.
And you're already frozen. You're stuck on the word unforeseen or logistical.
Exactly. So how would a progress speaker handle that with the formula?
You start with a simple statement. The project is delayed.
Boom. It's out there.
The pressure is immediately off. You've answered the question. Now you can add the detail. We have a problem with the supplier.
Okay. And then the feeling.
I am frustrated, or it's difficult.
The project is delayed. We have a problem with the supplier. It is difficult. You know, when you say it like that, it's actually really clear and powerful.
That's the irony, isn't it? We think complex language sounds smart, but often simple and direct language sounds much more confident.
It keeps the conversation moving?
Yeah.
What about that other example in the source about, like, technical problems?
Instead of a long excuse, you just start with, I have a problem.
Detail.
Detail. I don't understand this email. Feeling, I am confused.
It's so effective. But I can hear people listening and thinking, isn't that, I don't know, baby talk? Won't I sound unprofessional?
That's a valid concern. But think about the alternative. Is it better to speak simply and be understood? Or to have 10 seconds of awkward silence while you search for the perfect word?
The silence is definitely worse. The silence makes you look uncertain. The simple sentence, it makes you look decisive.
Exactly. And remember, step 2, you can improve after you speak. Once you say the project is delayed, you can then add, to be more specific, the issue is with the timeline.
You establish the connection first.
Yes. Get the main idea out.
And to help with that, because it's scary, the source talks about something called permission phrases. I really liked this.
These are like little psychological triggers, things you say out loud to lower the pressure on yourself.
What's a good one?
I think one of the best is, let me say it in a simple way.
I love that one.
Think about what it does. You're telling everyone, I'm about to use simple words. It gives you a free pass.
And it weirdly sounds really confident, like you're doing them a favor by simplifying it.
It does. Another one is, I'm still learning, 1 second.
That one requires a bit of vulnerability.
It does, but it also builds trust. It's honest.
Yeah.
And it turns a test into a collaboration.
Right. And then there's the classic, how do you say?
Which, let's be honest, even native speakers use all the time. We all blank on words.
That's true.
It keeps the conversation alive.
Speaking of keeping it alive, what about the worst case scenario? The full-on mental blank. The source calls this the freeze toolkit.
Yeah, this is your emergency kit for when the car breaks down on the highway.
Okay, what's in it?
The source breaks it down into 3 types of phrases. First are stall phrases.
For buying time.
Exactly. The goal is just to fill the silence so you don't panic.
So things like, well, let me think.
Or, that's a good question. Or even just, give me a second.
It's amazing how much that helps. Just hearing your own voice can stop that panic spiral.
It really can. You're narrating your process. The second category is clarifying phrases.
Oh, these are clever.
They are, because they flip the dynamic. You put the work back on the other person.
So you'd say something like, do you mean?
Right.
Or, so what you're saying is...
Right. And while they're talking and confirming, your brain gets a break. You get an extra 10 seconds to think. It's a strategic pause.
That is very smart.
Yeah.
And the third category...
Repair phrases. This is for when you start a sentence and realize it's going nowhere.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you use phrases like, sorry, what I mean is.
Or let me rephrase that.
Let me rephrase that is such a power move. You hear leaders say that all the time.
You do.
And this leads to maybe the biggest insight in the whole guide. It totally redefines what fluency even is.
This part really stuck with me because I think we all define fluency as, speaking without any mistakes.
Right. Perfect flow, zero errors. But the source argues that's impossible. Real fluency is actually smooth recovery.
Smooth recovery.
It's the ability to trip over a word, say, let me rephrase that, and just keep going without having a meltdown.
So the goal isn't to never trip, it's just knowing how to catch yourself.
Exactly. It shifts the focus from performance to resilience. You stop trying to be a statue and you start trying to be a river. You just flow around the obstacles.
Okay, so we've got the mindset, we've got the toolkits. Now we need to practice. The source lays out some specific actionable drills.
And these are not grammar drills. These are pressure drills designed to force you out of that overthinking habit.
The first one is called 3-2-1 Speak. How does that work?
Okay, you pick a simple topic like my morning. You record yourself talking about it for 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Easy enough.
Then you do it again, same topic, same points, but in 20 seconds.
We have to be more direct.
You have to cut the fluff. Then you do it a third time in just 10 seconds.
10 seconds. That's nothing.
Exactly. In 10 seconds, you have no time to translate or worry about adjectives. You have to get to the core message. Woke up. Coffee. Bus late.
I get it. It trains your brain to just get to the point.
It breaks that habit of searching for the perfect word.
I might try that one. Okay, next drill. One sentence opinions.
This is all about structure. It forces you to use one simple pattern. I think X because Y.
I think this meeting is useful because we solved a problem.
I think this report is good because the data is clear.
Yeah.
It seems basic, but it makes the structure automatic. So when someone asks, what do you think? You don't panic. You have a scaffold ready to go.
You're automating the grammar to focus on the content.
Precisely. And the last drill, this one sounds a little terrifying. The imperfect story.
It does.
For this, you tell a story for 20 seconds, but with one strict rule. No stopping and no restarting.
So if I say the wrong verb tense, I just have to keep going.
You have to keep going. If you say, yesterday I go to the store, you cannot stop to correct it. You just have to plow forward.
That goes against every instinct. We want to fix it.
That instinct is the enemy here. That's what creates the restart loop where you never finish a sentence. This drill teaches you that the world doesn't end if you say goad. You finish the story, you communicate it.
It's training that resilience we talked about.
It's all about forward motion.
Okay, so speaking of forward motion, the source wraps up with a quick list of common mistakes and quick fixes.
A little rapid fire section.
Yeah. First mistake.
Yeah.
Staying silent too long while you're thinking.
Fix. Say the simple version first. Just get on the board. I agree. That's a good point. Anything.
Mistake 2. Apologizing too much. Sorry for my English. Sorry.
Fix. Stop apologizing. Just use a repair phrase. What I mean is, it's confident and it keeps the focus on the topic, not on your skills.
Mistake 3. Getting stuck on one word you can't remember.
Fix. Use a synonym or describe it. Can't remember warehouse. Say, the big building for storage. Don't let one word stop you.
And the last one? Restarting sentences over and over.
Fix. Repair and continue. Say, let me rephrase that and move on. Never go back to the beginning.
It really all comes down to that central idea, doesn't it?
It does. Clarity over perfection. Connection over correction.
If you wait to be perfect, you'll be waiting forever.
And you'll be doing it silently. The source makes a great point that mistakes aren't failures.
What are they?
They're proof you're practicing. A silent student makes 0 mistakes, but they also make 0 progress.
That's such a healthy way to reframe it. You can't stumble if you're standing still, but you're also not going anywhere.
Exactly.
So we want to leave everyone listening with a challenge from the source.
It's a small one. Just speak for 30 seconds today about your day. Out loud. Use that simple detail feeling formula.
Or just choose your permission phrase. Decide right now what your go-to phrase will be when you get stuck.
Having that safety net makes a huge difference.
I think mine is, let me say it in a simple way. I like the confidence of that one.
Mine is definitely, let me rephrase that. It feels like a reset button.
So, to everyone listening,
Yeah.
Stop overthinking it. Don't try to build the masterpiece in your head. Just lay the first brick.
Be a progress speaker.
Speak first, improve later. Thanks for diving in with us.
See you next time.